your friend Bernie Sanders was very vocal about money in politics. And the reason I raised that question is because what kind of tangible effects can you see from these town halls? How, to what extent are lawmakers in Washington actually paying much attention to what their constituents are saying, what their concerns are, versus just going in whichever direction? And this goes across both parties. Their donors tell them to, or these other special interest groups pay them to do.
Yeah. I think what's so great about this is it's a platform for those people to have that access to these members of Congress as well. I think it's easy to make those decisions when you don't have to face down your constituents. I know there was at a Gus Billirakis event in Florida last week, and there was somebody who said, I'm not a Democrat. I voted for you. If you vote to repeal the ACA, I'll probably die. And I think it's forcing them to realize the consequences of all their actions and hear from people on both sides and take into account, what, the average constituents of their district may feel on an issue versus, what they may hear in Washington or what they may hear at a fundraiser. They get to hear from the voters themselves. So I think it's a value opportunity there.
I mean, that you've touched the key question, I think, is what is the lasting impact. I mean, I saw a debate on Fox last night about, they had all these protests. Not my President's Day, but what did they really accomplish? But, it's hard to measure. At the same time, phone calls and letters and protests do make a difference. And can
I suppose
make a
Betsy
difference.
DeVos was another example where Susan Collins and
Yeah.
Lisa Murkowski said they were inundated with calls from constituents and fell one vote short. But I think that's more telling of Republicans wanting to have held the line on Donald Trump's nominee, not really.
Well, but the fact that
but they did reach those two.
Yeah, they were particularly the teachers that led the organization there, but they forced, for the first time in history, Mike Pence to come in, a vice president to come in, and that's the only way she got the job. Posner, who went down, they were the labor unions that really led the protests and the organization nationwide. So I think the fact that the Republicans, here we are, it's only been a month, but they promised to do it on day one, have not repealed Obamacare. Now they're talking about repeal and repair rather than replace. Now they're saying they may have a bill at the end of the year. Donald Trump even said it will be 2018. I think the fact that they're all taking a second look at Obamacare.
Now they're saying, some are saying just repair.
Yeah. Right. That's right. Not even repeal. That I think all of that can be traced in part to what they're hearing at these town halls.
Yeah, I think it's one of many different ways that people can make their voices heard. And again, the phone calls and the letters did a lot, Posner and DeVos. And yeah, I think this is just another avenue and another place to have that conversation face to face, which, as an organizer and a career organizer, we know that those are the most valuable conversations you can have with somebody. So I think it plays a role for sure.